And I lived through it.
You missed it.
Yeah.
It's great.
God, you wait a lifetime for this. What could happen?
Well, now that I did it once, I'm sure it'll maybe hold my answer.
I think that,
Yeah.
I think you probably did good. Oh, geez. Water.
Oh, yuck. Last night. Chag Sameach, everyone. Welcome on this, I would say, beautiful South Florida morning, except it's a little bit drizzly and rainy out. Robert Davis, one of the rabbis here with Cantor Siegel, and blessed that we're all able to be here for this Shavuot morning service, which will include Torah, as well as reading of the Book of Ruth, as well as the Yizkor observance, which we do 4 times a year. So we're going to begin with a nigun based on a Shavuot hymn.
Right, so the Akdamut is a piyut, a poem that is, that it really comes from the Middle Ages, like in the 9th or 10th century, and it was used in Ashkenazi synagogues on the first day of Shavuot. So it's a very old melody, and I'm opening with it because it is woven into the Michamocha, the Hallel prayers, and that's kind of that connection to this festival of Shavuot. Very easy, goes like this. Yai lai 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 lai. Try that. Yai lai 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 lai. Next part. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. Then we go back to the beginning. Lai 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 lai. Last part. Yai lai 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 lai. So it's in the major key, major scale. So we'll try it one more time. And that melody throughout our service this morning.
We continue on page 187 with the Chatzi Kaddish. No.
No,
No?
185.
Page 185, excuse me.
So for the pronouncement of this festival, Ha'el B'Ta'atzumot. Ha'el B'Ta'atzumot Duzecha Hagadol B'chvod Shemecha Hagibor LaNetzach V'Hanora B'Noreotecha HaMelech HaYoshev Al Kisei Ram V'Nisa.
Page 187, Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael b'gala uv'izman kariv v'yemeru amen Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lam ne'almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yiroma v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitahallel v'yitahallel Shemei Dekudesha Berichu Le'ela min kol brechata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Dabira mi'alema v'yemeru Amen.
Page 188.
Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 190. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Yotzer or uvarei choshech osei shalom uvarei atakol hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishit ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai kulam b'chochma asita ma'a ha'aretz kinyanecha titbarach Adonai Eloheinu al shevach ma'aseh yadecha v'al me'orei or she'asita Yifa Rucha Sela, Or Chadash Al Tzion Ta'ir, V'nizkei Kulanu Mehira La'oro.
Baruch Ata Adonai Yotzer HaMeorot. Ahava Rabbah, page 192. Ahava Rabbah Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chemla Gedola V'Tera Hamalta Aleinu Ba'avur Avotenu Ve'imotenu Shebatchu V'cha V'atlamtem Chukei Chayim Ken techonenu tzlamdenu Ken techonenu tzlamdenu Rachem Aleinu V'ten b'libeinu קודשך, הגדול והנורא והתענוג. נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך. והביאנו לשלום בארבע כנפות הארץ, ותוליכנו קוממיות, קוממיות לארצנו. כי אל פועל ישועות אתה, ובנו בחרת, וקרבתנו לשמך הגנוס אלה באמת, להודות לך וידחתך באהבה. ברוך אתה אדוני, הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. בשם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Page 196, please be seated. Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאור על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם באמת.
Page 203, let's read together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai, that wherever we are, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
Festival melody for Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, Nora Tehilot oseh ve'eleh, Shira chadasha shebechu geulim l'shimcha al sfat hayam, yachad kulam hodu ve'imlechu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Zur Yisrael, kuma be'azrat Yisrael, uvedechinu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Go aleinu ata Adonai Ba'al Yisrael.
We continue with the central part of the prayer service, HaTefilah. It's found beginning on page 204 and then continues on the even number pages.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yahi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. The festival Avot, which is like the Chatzi Kaddish that we just chanted. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasei Avot Ve'imahot U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshe U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atarav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Ramim Somech Novlim Verochei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Me'emunato Lishenei Afar Bichamocha Bal Kivrot Ubido Melach Melech Remid Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'nemanat Halachayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai B'chayei HaKol.
Page 209. Your might, O God, renews the earth with dewdrops of light and blessing. Let the earth be illumined and blessed together with dewdrops of joy and delight.
Let the earth rejoice and sing out.
With dewdrops of life and well-being, let the earth be revived and improved.
With dewdrops of redemption, let the earth be redeemed.
Livracha v'lo liklala, l'chayim v'lo l'mavet, l'sova v'lo l'razon, for blessing and not for curse, for life and not death, for abundance, not want. We continue on page 212. We remain standing for Kiddusha.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, ולא Adonai, Adonai. נצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו והפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We continue on page 214.
אתה בחרתנו מכל העמים, אהבת אותנו ורצית בנו, ורוממתנו מכל הלשונות, וקידשתנו במצוותיך, וקירבתנו מלכנו לעבודתך. ושמך הגדול והקדוש עלינו קראת. ותיתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה מועדים לשמחה, חגים וזמנים לששון. את יום חג השבועות הזה, זמן חירות, זמן מתן תורתנו, מקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים.
You have chosen us in love and favor by making us holy through your mitzvot and drawing us close to your service, that through us your great and holy name may become known in all the earth. In your love, Adonai our God, you have given us feasts of gladness and seasons of joy, this festival of Shavuot, season of our receiving Torah, to unite in worship and recall the exodus from Egypt. We continue page 216 with the Ya'aleh v'Yavo blessing.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Ya'aleh v'Yavo, Ya'aleh v'Yavo, v'yizacher zichronenu, v'zichron kol amecha beit Yisrael, lefanecha, letova, ulechen, ulechesed, urachamim, ulechayim, uleshalom, beyom חג השבועות הזה. זוכרנו אדוני אלוהינו בו לטובה,
אמן.
ופוקדנו בו לברכה,
אמן.
והושיענו בו לחיים.
Amen. This day remember us for well-being.
Amen.
This day bless us with your nearness.
Amen.
This day help us to a fuller life.
Amen.
We continue on page 218.
והשיאנו אדוני אלוהינו את ברכת מועדיך לחיים ולשלום, לשמחה ולששון, כאשר רצית ואמרת לברכנו, אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שבענו מטובך, ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעובדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו בשמחה ובששון מועדי קודשך, וישמחו בך ישראל בקדשי שמך, ברוך Chat Adonai, Mekadesh Yisrael, V'hazmanim.
Page 220. Ritzeh, find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer and love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shekinato leTzion.
Let's turn to page 223. For the Modim section of the service, we're going to read this blessing on the top left-hand side of the page. And I want you to look at the last sentence before the Hebrew, where it says, lift up your eyes, look up, who made these stars? So often we look down, or we're looking in our wallet, we're looking online at our credit card account, or we're playing a game, and how often do we miss the opportunity just to stop and look up at the stars? I mean, when's the last time you walked out of your house, before you went to bed at 10 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time you go to bed, and just stopped and take a deep breath and just look up at the heavens and feel that place of awe and that sense of wonderment in the universe? When my kids were little, we used to go through the hole in the fence and go out onto the golf course and lay down on the golf course across the street from us and just look up at the stars. When we do that, it helps us to be grateful. Our ancestors acclaimed the God whose handiwork they read in the mysterious heavens above and in the varied scene of earth below, in the orderly march of days and nights, of seasons and years, and in the checkered fate of humankind. Lift up your eyes. Look up. Who made these stars?
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lechana'eh lehodot.
We're going to pray Sim Shalom, this prayer for peace, with our lips, with our voices, with our hearts, and when we exit forth from this holy day, perhaps with our hands, we can make some peace with our hands. We're going to pray Sim Shalom, and then we'll take some time for some silent meditation, reflection, the prayers of our own hearts.
Sim Shalom, Tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Amecha, Amecha, Baruchenu, Baruchenu Avinu kulanu ke'echad. Baruchenu, Baruchenu Avinu be'or panecha. Try Sim Shalom. Sim Shalom. Tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Amecha, Amecha, ki be'or panecha natat lanu Adonai Eloheinu Torah ve'ahavat chesed, ve'ahavat chesed, u'tzedaka u'bracha, ve'rachamim ve'chayim ve'shalom. Sim shalom, tova u'vracha, chen v'chesed ve'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amecha, Amecha, v'tov טוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שים שלום טובה וברכה חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך עמך ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. You have a handout for this morning. We're going to later chant I will chant some verses from the Scroll of Ruth, and here is a creative interpretation of what I'm going to be chanting, the story of Ruth, which we also studied about last night if you were here, and we learned this melody. So if you know it from last night, please join me, and if you don't, you'll catch on. How many times she'd be a stranger, how many times she'd known the worst, so lost without a home, so many changes. Look to the one who loved him first. Ruth, you're the daughter of all daughters, a shining leader for the brave. Never look back, my girl, walk on with honor, back to the life you need to save. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay with you. Your God will be my God. Let your people be my people. To the end I'll stay and carry on. You will know greatness for being loyal. Forever forth you will belong. And down the line there will be one no less than royal. He'll leave his temple and his songs. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay with you. Your God will be my God. Let your people be my people. To the end I'll stay and
turn down to page 294 for this section of our service called Hallel. Comes from that word which means praise. There are the Sfirat HaOmer, where we count the 50 days between Pesach and Shavuot. It's a way of lifting, building toward this moment of Shavuot and praise. And I just want to say to Cantor Siegel a little bit of praise to you. I just counted up on the schemata that we get here, 50 different songs. It's really incredible. You know, it's just so seamless. It's just so beautiful what you do. And I was just thinking about those 50 days, and to be able to just stand up and do 50 pieces of music one after another is really remarkable.
You know, I planned it that way.
I
Did you
know,
that?
I know. You're just that good. So speaking of praise, we praise not just the cantor, but God as well. With these Psalms of Praise, page 294, and we begin with the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likro et ha'halel. So we're going to continue with our Hallel Psalms of Blessing, beginning with page 294. We're still on the same page, I believe. 294. Yes. Okay. Hodu Ladonai from Psalm 118. That same melody that I taught you in the very beginning. Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki le'olam chasdo yomar na Yisrael ki le'olam chasdo yomeruna ve'taharon ki le'olam chasdo yomeruna yirei Adonai ki le'olam chasdo. Now that wasn't the most exciting thing. So I decided I'm going to add a 51st melody. Okay. Okay.
She's the
So
cantor. What are you
you're
gonna
going to
do?
repeat after me, okay? Actually, you're not going to repeat after me. You're going to do this.
What are
I'm
we
going to
gonna do?
sing
What are we gonna
Hodu Ladonai ki tov. You're going to sing Ki le'olam chasdo. Okay? So you're Ki le'olam chasdo several times. Okay? I'll do the first time. That's your answer. Okay? Hodu Ladonai ki tov. Ki le'olam chasdo. Yomar na Yisrael ki le'olam chasdo. Yomeruna ve'taharon ki le'olam chasdo. Yomeruna yorei Adonai ki le'olam chasdo. Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki le'olam chasdo. Yomar na Yisrael ki le'olam chasdo. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to continue with a beautiful one that I love, page 303, Pit Chuli, Open the Gates of Righteousness, 303 at the bottom. Pit Chuli, Sharet Tzedek, Avovam Odeya. Once more. Pit Chuli, Sharet Tzedek, Avovam Odeya.
continue page 304.
Ana Adonai, same melody as the Aktamut. Ana Adonai, Hoshiana. Ana Adonai. I'm going to start over. Ana Adonai, Hoshiana. Ana Adonai, Hoshiana. Ana Adonai, Hatzlichana. Ana Adonai, Hatzlichana. Oziv Zimrat Yah can be found on page 304 in the, I believe in the same place. 304, Oziv.
It's not there, just go for it.
Yes, it is, I think.
It is?
Oziv Zimrat Yah, page 304.
Oziv
I think it's in
Zimrat Yah.
It's in the middle. 305. Yep, wait. I'm going to play it in one moment, but I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Go for it.
I'll find it sometime. Oh, Oziv Zimrat
Yah.
Vayili Lishua. Oh, Oziv Zimrat Yah. Vayili Lishua. Oziv.
Page 302.
Oh, 302.
Fifth line down.
Yeshua. I knew I'd seen it. Oziv Zimrat Yah. Vayili Lishua. Oziv Zimrat Yah. Vayili
We continue now, page 230, with the Seder Kriyat the Torah L'Yom Tov, the service for the reading of Torah on this festival morning.
Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kema'asecha, malachutecha malchut ha'olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'ador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai hoz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Galul Adonai iti, Unromema Shemo Yada. Lecha Adonai Hagedol, V'Hagivura, V'Hativeh, V'Hadesha, V'Hahor, Ki Chol Bashamayim U'Ba'aretz, Ki Chol Bashamayim U'Ba'aretz, Lecha Adonai HaMamlacha V'Haminaseh Lechol Rosh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hisakavu Lehakodsho. Romemu Eloheinu V'Hisakavu Lehakodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hishachavu Lehakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hishachavu Lehakodsho. Yai lai la la lai, yai lai la la lai, yai lai la 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 lai, la 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 lai, yai lai la la lai, yai lai la la lai, yai lai la 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 lai, la 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 lai, yai lai 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 la 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 lai, lai 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 lai.
Please be seated. Yeah. On this festival morning of Shavuot, in a few moments, we're going to be reading the Ten Commandments. That is the tradition that it is on this festival when these commandments were given to us. And Jean Wadnicki is going to be reading from the Torah, as she has been doing for these Ten Commandments for a number of years, and privileged to have her do that. Been thinking back about this giving of the law and the Ten Commandments and Shavuot, and I was remembering back to one of the first jobs that I had. I was a busboy in a Greek restaurant, the Pepper Mill, in Colorado, and this was back in the early 70s when the oil embargo took place, and my high school changed its hours, so we were on a half day, ended up on a half day for all of high school, 7 o'clock in the morning, which should be illegal. No one should have to go to school at 7 o'clock in the morning, especially me, but it was 7 o'clock to 11:45. That was it. That was high school. And Pepper Mill was about a 5-minute walk from high school, and so by noon, I was at my busboy job, which I did for almost 2 years. And I was the only busboy. There were 3 waitresses, and I had 21 tables. And one of the customers early on told me that I should clean the table really carefully, as if I'm not, a little bit germphobic already. But she said, you should clean the table and then some. I said, well, what do you mean by and then some? She said, well, lift the salt and pepper shaker and wipe underneath it, wipe the chairs, and when you're working as a busboy, always make sure that there are more rolls on the table. Don't ask if people want more rolls. Just bring more rolls and bring water. Don't wait till anyone asks you, and then some. I said, what do you mean by and then some? She said, do you ever get tips? And I said, no, I'm the busboy. She says, you watch. You're going to start to get your own tips. So I brought her water, got her rolls, and I got $1 tip directly to the busboy. This is 1973. That was some cash. And it worked. It worked. I was a busboy I was making my own personal tips as a busboy. Sometimes more personal tips than my 10% from the waitresses. But I realized there was some benefit to it. One, I received these tips. Two, the boss thought I was doing a good job. And of course, the most important thing, because I was so popular with everyone there for doing such a good job, after my shift, I got some baklava and then some. Shavuot, which we are observing, I would put forth, is the Jewish and then some holiday. In fact, there are some that celebrate 2 days of Shavuot, 1 day of Shavuot and then some. And I want to just share with you 3 aspects of how this holiday is the and then some festival. The first is the message of healing. The tradition tells us that it was on Shavuot that Abraham's 2 sons, Isaac, the forebearer of the Jewish people, and Ishmael, the forebearer of, depending on how you understand Ishmael's role, either the forebearer of the Arabic people or of the Muslims. Those 2 sons of Isaac on Shavuot came together to be with Abraham while he was dying, to mourn his death together, and to make an oath of peace between them. It is so easy to become estranged from others. And then some of Shavuot teaches us to find a way to take the extra step to mend broken relationships. If Isaac and Ishmael can do it, maybe we could call someone up. Maybe we could reach our hand forth to someone that we need to mend a relationship. Maybe there's someone that wronged us, but maybe we actually had wronged them. And Shavuot says, Torah, look at the text of what's actually happened and see if you can find some healing. The second message of the and then some, I think, comes from the book of Ruth, which we're going to read in a few moments. Rabbi Arnold Eisen teaches that while all the minor characters of the Ruth story treat their neighbors justly, doing all that the law requires of them, the major characters, Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz, are distinguished by their acts of chesed, their acts of loving kindness, which goes beyond what is demanded. The rabbis, in having us read Ruth each Shavuot, thereby teach us that on the day when we celebrate receiving the laws of Torah, we need to remember that law is not enough. We must do the and then some. We must take the step beyond law, and for the Jew, that means chesed, loving kindness. And finally, when do you ever believe a rabbi when they say finally? And then, this holiday, this festival has a nickname. Not all festivals have nicknames, but this one does. It's called the Zman Matan Toratenu, the time of the giving of our Torah. The holiday, this festival, rejoices that Torah has been given to us. And then some comes into practice the rest of the year as we practice receiving, accepting the Torah. It is not enough of a gift if we don't use it. The and then some to the gift of Torah is we have to do something with it. We have to use it. The Torah does no good if we do not study it. Wisdom does no good if we do not use it. And our ability to be kind does us no good if we are unkind. The rabbis of our tradition were discussing why the Messianic age, why this time of perfection has not yet arrived. In the argument, one rabbi reminded the other that the question must be properly phrased. Why has the Messianic age not come today or yesterday? The answer, he says, is found in the question. Because we are today just as we were yesterday. And until our today is different than yesterday, meaning if we're doing the same thing we've always been doing, no change is going to happen. The time of a healed world, the time of meaning and fulfillment in our lives and in the world will not come until we change, and will not come until we do the and then some, until we do something a little bit different than we're doing right now in our homes, in our places of business, in the moments when we meet with each other. May this time of healing between Isaac and Ishmael be a model for all of us. May the loving kindness of Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz inspire all of us to be a little bit more loving. And may you help bring about a transformed world by truly not just receiving the Torah, but by doing something with it. May all this come true for you, and then some. Amen. Yamod HaRishon Likvod HaTorah. For this one and only Aliyah, I'm going to invite up Jean Wadnicki to be our Torah reader, and I'm inviting the entire congregation for this Aliyah. And the tradition is to be like the Israelites were when they received the Torah, which was nitzavim. They were standing, not just omdim, not just standing with our bodies, but nitzavim, standing with our souls. So for those of you that would like to come up here and be close to the Torah, make Jean even more nervous than she is, please come. How am I doing? Come on up here.
You're the best.
In my generation. Like Noah, right?
No, the best.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamorah.
Baruch
Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Vaydaber Elohim et kol hadevarim ha'ele lemor. Anochi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeticha me'eretz Mitzrayim mi beit avadim. Lo yihye lecha Elohim acherim al panai. Lo ta'aseh lecha fesel v'chol temunah asher b'shamayim mimal va'asher ba'aretz mitachat va'asher b'mayim mitachat la'aretz. Lo tishtaka velahem velo ta'ovdem. Ki Anohi Adonai Elohecha Elkanah Hoked avon avot al banim al shileshim ve'al riveim lesonai ve'oseh chesed la'alafim le'ohavai u'shomerei mitzvotai. Lo tisa et shem Adonai Elohecha lashav, ki lo yinakeh Adonai et asher yisha et shemo lashav. Zachor et yom haShabbat lekadsho. Sheshet yamim ta'avod ve'asita kol melaktecha v'yom hashevi shabbat l'Adonai Elohecha lo ta'aseh kol melacha ata uvinha uvitecha avdaka va'amadcha uvhemtecha v'geracha asher bisharecha ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz et hayam ve'et kol asher bam vayanak bayom hashevi al kain Beirach Adonai et Yom HaShabbat v'kadshehu kabed et avicha ve'et imecha למען יאריכון ימיך על האדמה אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצח, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ברעך את שקר. לא תגמוד בית רעך, לא תגמוד אשת רעך, ועבדו ואמתו ושורו וחמורו וכל אשר לרעך. I love that.
We're going to do a couple of blessings here. Baruch atah Adonai Rofeha Cholim, Misha Berach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, Imotenu, Sarah, Rachel, Rivka, Leah, who Yivarech, v'Yirpeh et Cholim. O God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Send your blessings to all those who are in need of healing, those who are in need of renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and if you have some names, I'll ask for those names.
Shirley Carp, Walter Carp.
Yehuda ben Hevelhana, Moshe ben Dov, Shoshana bas Sarah, and Mary Harris.
As well, we pray for strength for all of you. Yehi darchachem mevarach, yer alechem ora mamshut yiten lachem masechem shalom. May your way be blessed. May fulfillment's light shine upon you. And may your journey bring you peace. And may all those whose names have been mentioned, those names that are in our hearts, and all the people that are in need of healing, may that healing come speedily and completely to them and to everyone in the world. And right now would be a really, really good day for all of that healing to happen. And let us say, Amen. Let's do the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Yamdu Hamakbiyah V'Hagolel. The last those have been designated. Here we go to lift and dress the Torah.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. יאי לי 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 You may be seated.
One more. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Beautiful. Okay.
One second.
Yes.
I just want to point out, Jean learned Hebrew as an adult. This isn't something that she was doing since she was a little kid. She learned as an adult in our Adult B'nai Mitzvah program. If any of you have not become Adult B'nai Mitzvah and are interested in learning Hebrew and having a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah as an adult, or if you had one when you were a kid and you actually didn't learn Hebrew and you'd actually like to do it as an adult and have a different type of experience, please let me or any of the clergy know. We're hoping to start a new class in this fall if we have enough people for that. Jean, beautiful, really beautiful, beautiful. Can't
Great,
go ahead.
thank you so much. Okay, so we're going, as Rabbi said, we're going to chant I'm going to chant a few verses from the book of Ruth. Ruth is the scroll that we read, obviously, on the festival of Shavuot. And the commentators say that we read it for a few reasons. First of all, it gives us a picture of how the poor were treated in the harvest season with sympathy and with love. Secondly, because many of us know that Shavuot is the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of King David, who is known to have been the great-grandson of Ruth and Boaz. And third, the main reason is that we just heard the beautiful Aseret Dibrot. It is the time of the giving of our law, and when we receive it, we should be like converts ourselves, pledging ourselves to recommit ourselves to accept Torah and fulfill its 613 commandments. The book of Ruth was supposedly recorded by the prophet Samuel. There are no blessings unless it's done directly from a scroll, and I do not have a scroll of Ruth. Maybe one day I will. So you could take a look at your handout, and I'm going to just do the most famous, the ones where I sung from, and the most famous passages dealing with Ruth and Naomi. Vatisena kolan, vativkena od, vatishak orpa, lachamota virud davekaba. Vatomer hine shava ve'imtech elimach ve'el Eloheha shuvi acharei v'imtech vatomerot al tivkivi לעוזבך לשוב מאחרייך כי אל אשר תלכי אלך ובאשר תליני אלין עמך עמי ואלוהיך אלוהי באשר תמוני אמות ושם אקבר כל יעשה אדוני לי וכה יוסיף כי המוות יפריד ביני ובינך. תודה.
Beautiful, Cantor. Thank you. We turn back in our prayer books now to page 250 as we prepare to return the Torah to the Ark. Please rise. Hallelujah.
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו, הודו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן לימו, תהילה לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל עם קרובו.
Aleinu is found on page 322.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו
משפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Please be seated. Turn now to page 311 for the Yizkor service. 4 times a year, we observe this moment of memory where we think about all those who came before us, as not only those in our lives, but those in the world who have no one to remember them. And we take a few quiet moments to bring all those souls into connection with our soul. Birth is a beginning, and death a destination, and life is a journey. From childhood to maturity and youth to age, from innocence to awareness and ignorance to knowing, from foolishness to discretion and then perhaps to wisdom, from weakness to strength or strength to weakness and often back again, from health to sickness and back we pray to health again, from offense to forgiveness, from loneliness to love, from joy to gratitude, from pain to compassion and grief to understanding, from fear to faith, from defeat to defeat to defeat, until looking backward or ahead, we see that victory lies not at some high place along the way, but in having made the journey, stage by stage, a sacred pilgrimage. Birth is a beginning and death a destination, but life is a journey from birth to death to life everlasting. Page 312, Adonai Ro'i.
Adonai Ro'i lo echzar mino desher yarbitzeni alei menuchot yedaleni nafshi yeshovev yanchini b'maglet tzedek yanchini b'maglet tzedek leman shemo gam ki elech begetz hamavet lo iroi ki ata imadi shiftecha min shantecha hema yenachamoni taruch lefanai shulchan Yitzorai deshata vashem roshi kosi revaya otov chesed yidifoni koyemechayai vishovta Adonai roi lo exar. Adonai roi lo exar.
Together, a psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I lack nothing. God makes me lie down in green pastures. God leads me to water in places of repose. God renews my life. God guides me in right paths as befits God's name. Though I walk through a valley of deepest darkness, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table before me in full view of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My drink is abundant. Only goodness and steadfast love shall pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai for many long years. Page 313, Psalm 121.
El Harim, El Harim, Be'ayin Yavo, Yavo Ezri, Yavo Ezri, Ezri Me'im, Adonai, Adonai, Ezri Me'im, Adonai. Oh, say, Shamayim va'aretz.
Page 315. L'chol ish yeshem shenatan lo Elohim. Each person has a name. We each have a name given by God and given by our father and mother. We each have a name given by our stature and smile and given by our attire. We each have a name given by the hills and given by the walls. We each have a name given by the stars and given by our friends. We each have a name given by our sins and given by our yearnings. We each have a name given by our enemies and given by love. We each have a name given by celebrations and given by our work. We each have a name given by the seasons and given by our blindness. We each have a name given by the sea and given by our death. This moment is called Yizkor. It is a moment of memory for our loved ones, for those who loved us. We pray the Yizkor service on this day of remembering the giving of the Ten Commandments. This day, is, as we've said, is called Zman Matan Toratenu, the time of the giving of Torah. The rabbis point out that this day is not the time of the receiving of the Torah. On the momentous day the Torah was given, but the receiving of Torah is bound by neither time nor space. The Torah is received differently by each person and is an ongoing process. This is in part the argument, the rationale for reading Torah over and over. The text we are given is fixed, but like all of creation, the text we are ever changing. We live, work, and play in cycles. Like the folk song says, and the seasons, they go round and round. Like a painted pony, they go up and down. Yizkor is a reminder that all of us are part of the ongoing process of creation. Seeing that both life and death are part of the eternal cycle and understanding that creation is never finished allows our lives to perhaps be filled with a sacred sense of awe. Oh, life would be easier to understand, and our feelings would be more predictable if everything were linear and rational and clean. Life would make more sense. Death perhaps would even make more sense if that was the goal, but it is not. I'd like to know how the universe works. I'd like to know if Adam and Eve really had a belly button, or which came first, the chicken or the egg, or my favorite, which came first, the seed out of which the wheat grows, or the wheat where we take the seeds and plant it in the soil. Which was first, the seed, the wheat, the seed? Where did it come from? Perhaps that's why the giving of Torah is paired with an agricultural festival, to remind us plants do not grow out of a sterile, linear, effortless environment, besides not even knowing where the plants came from in the first place. Rather, plants grow out of mud, mixed with rain and sweat and sun, and often accompanied by long hours of toil. So too are our relationships. Rarely are our relationships sterile, linear, and effortless. Rather, relationship is often muddy, with tears and sweat and joy and light and love. In a few moments, not quite so loving, and often a lot of hard work. In the very powerful and wise children's story called The Fall of Freddie the Leaf, any of you know this book? The strong and sensitive and highly inquisitive leaf named Freddie worries about the fate of his fellow leaves and also his own existence. Freddie talks to his friend Daniel. He says, "Will we all die?" Freddie asked. "Yes," Daniel answered. "Everything dies, no matter how big or small, how weak or strong. We first do our job. We experience the sun and the moon, the wind and the rain. We learn to dance and to laugh. Then we die." "I won't die," said Freddie with determination. "Will you, Daniel?" "Yes," answered Daniel, "when it's my time." "When is that?" asked Freddie. "No one knows for sure," Daniel responded. Freddie noticed that the other leaves continued to fall. He thought it must be their time. He saw that some of the leaves lashed back at the wind before they fell. Others simply let go and dropped quietly. Soon the tree was almost bare. "I'm afraid to die," Freddie told Daniel. "I don't know what's down there." "We all fear what we don't know, Freddie. It's natural," Daniel reassured him. "Yet, you were not afraid when summer became fall. They were natural changes. Why should you be afraid of the season of death?" "Does the tree die too?" Freddie asked. "Someday. But there is something stronger than the tree. It is life that lasts forever, and we are all part of life. Where will we go when we die? No one knows for sure. That's the great mystery. Will we return in the spring? We may not, but life will." "Then what has been the reason for all of this?" Freddie continued to question. "Why were we here at all if we only have to fall and die?" Daniel answered in his matter-of-fact way. "It's been about the sun and the moon. It's been about happy times together. It's been about the shade and the old people and the children. It's been about colors and fall. It's been about seasons. Isn't that enough?" That afternoon, in the golden light of dusk, Daniel let go. He fell effortlessly. He seemed to smile peacefully as he fell. "Goodbye for now, Freddie," he said. Then Freddie was all alone, the only leaf on his branch. The first snow fell the following morning. It was soft, white, and gentle, but it was bitter cold. There was hardly any sun that day, and the day was very short. Freddie found himself losing his color, becoming brittle. It was constantly cold, and the snow weighed heavily upon him. At dawn, the wind came that took Freddie from his branch. It didn't hurt at all. He felt himself float quietly, gently, and softly downward. As he fell, he saw the whole tree for the first time, how strong and firm it was. He was sure that it would live for a long time, and he knew that he had been part of its life and made him feel proud. Freddie landed on a clump of snow. It somehow felt soft and warm. In this new position, he was more comfortable than he had ever been. He closed his eyes and fell asleep. He did not know that spring would follow winter and that the snow would melt into water. He did not know that he would join with the water and serve to make the tree stronger. Most of all, he did not know that there, asleep in the tree and in the ground, were already plans for new leaves in the spring. Dear friends, at this moment of Yizkor, we remember all those we knew by name, those that floated gently, those that shuddered, those that hung onto that tree for a long time, and those whose leaves never really even sprouted. We knew them by name, by face, mostly by silent touch. Remember all those who came before us, even those we didn't know. We remember our grandparents, our mothers, our fathers, our husbands, our wives, our sons, our daughters, our grandchildren, cousins, aunts, uncles, dear friends. We remember lovers. We remember all those that touched our lives and created meaning in us as well. And remember as well that like the Torah, our lives and everyone's lives are part of an ongoing organic process. May we rightfully be saddened by the death of our loved ones. And may we be comforted in knowing that while life may only be given once, we can continue to receive love through this miracle of memory. We take a few quiet moments to remember and love those that are near and dear to us, and to receive that love through our quietness and through their silent touch and through their names. As well, I invite you during these few moments of silent meditation and reflection, I invite you to turn, if you will, to page 316 for the silent Yizkor prayers. We take a few quiet moments to remember all those who came before us. Yizkor Elohim, Nishmot, Yakirenu. May God forever remember our loved ones who have gone to their eternal rest. May they be at one with the one who is life eternal. May the beauty of their lives shine forevermore. And may our lives always bring honor to their memory. Yizkor Elohim, Nishamot Kol Achenu Va'achotenu B'nai Yisrael. May God remember forever our brothers and sisters of the house of Israel who gave their lives for the sanctification of the divine name. May they be at one with the one who is life eternal. May the beauty of their lives shine forevermore, and may our lives always bring honor to their memory, as together we say, Amen. I ask you now to turn to page 318 as the cantor chants the El Malei Rachamim prayer. This prayer asks that our loved ones go to a place of comfort in the universe and a place of comfort in our souls. I ask you to please rise.
El Maled Rachamim, Shochen Bameromim, Hamsei Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei HaShekhinah, Im Kedoshim Utehorim, Kizoharakia, Mashirim, Lenishmat Yakireinu Shal Halchu Leolamam, Baal Harachamim, Yastirem Betseter Kenafav Leolamim, Vitror B'Tor HaChayim Et Nishmatam, Adonai Hu Nachalatam, Ve'yanuchu B'Shalom Mishkavom, Ve'nomar.
Amen. Fully compassionate God on high, to our loved ones who have entered eternity, grant clear and certain rest with you in the lofty heights of the sacred and pure, whose brightness shines like the very glow of heaven. Source of mercy, forever enfold them in the embrace of your wings, secure their souls in eternity. Adonai, they are yours. They will rest in peace. And let us say together, Amen.
Amen.
We continue with words of Kaddish, page 334. As a congregation, remember the more than 6 million men, women, and children murdered in the Shoah. Remember those who died making sure Israel exists for us. Remember all those who protected liberty, freedom, justice, and righteousness. And we mourn all the innocent victims of hatred, ignorance, terrorism, and natural disasters. Take a few quiet moments to once again remember those names. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may they be a blessing as we recite together page 34. Yeah. Some of you would like to mention some names?
Leonard Romero Burko, Samuel Borski.
Zecher Tzadik Livracha.
My parents, Donald and Arlene Verona.
May their memory be a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah. V'yalma divrach erutei v'yamlech malchutei. B'chaye echon v'yom echon v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala v'zman kariv yimru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha b'rechu. Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Da'miran v'yama v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shlam araba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'yimru. Amen. Osei shalom b'momav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'yimaru. Amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all of you mourn, comfort all who are bereaved, and send healing to all who are saddened, as together we say, Amen. And I do want to take this moment of memory to let you know that for many years we've been publishing this book of memory on Yom Kippur, Yom Kippur afternoon. And beyond the money that the temple spends on it, we just throw these out afterwards. Thousands of these books that people look at for one moment. We've decided to go green this year. It's not been an easy decision. The names will be listed in a number of different ways. There's some information on the website. Everybody's been mailed, or if you haven't been mailed, you'll be getting information about this. But one of the nice things that we're going to do, and it will be eventually incorporated into the alcove of remembrance, is that people are invited not only to submit names, but you can also submit pictures as well. And so we invite you to take the list that we normally publish in this book and email the pictures in. I think also if you want to, you can write up to 100 or 200 characters of information about them to tell a little bit of the story. So it's a really nice way to keep the memory of our loved ones alive, more than just their names, maybe their pictures and their stories. So I would invite you to do that between now and I think the deadline is August 26th. So we've got a couple months to do that. So we're going to conclude our service. We're going to make a kiddush first. And why don't we all just kind of get in a little bit closer near each other. I know that especially at this time of Yizkor, we need to perhaps be a little close to each other. And part of the challenge of memory is to lift up the sweetness and be careful with the grape can turn into vinegar. And we always want to lift up sweetness.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
And we make a blessing over the chocolate chip challah. This is Zman chocolate chip denu.
Zman matan chocolate chip, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Prayer for wholeness and peace. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Chag Sameach. Thank you. It gets more inspirational every time. That was so